Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, I'm Subrena. If you are not new to this but you are true to this, welcome back pretties for another video. So today I'm here with a clip-in, not clip-in, why do I keep saying clip-in? Today I'm here with a tape-in extension install slash review. Now, if y'all know tape-ins has been like the move lately, and I get it. I see why the girlies are going crazy over it. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to install these tape-in extensions yourself. And with the install that I did, you're able to do it in like a half up, half down style, a high ponytail style, and of course, it's so versatile. You can honestly do anything with it. Now, I've been wanting to try color for a very long time, and I feel like tape-in extensions are the perfect way to test out hair colors before you actually really commit to it. I did a little highlight in here. Next time I definitely want to put more color than I did this time around. Yeah, it's like such a natural look. I love it. So if you're interested in learning how to possibly do tape-in extension yourself, because the cost of the hair plus the install process at a salon can be quite pricey. So first and foremost, I want to shout out Amazing Beauty Hair for sponsoring today's video. So I did get 4 different sets of clip-ins. I got 3 of their jet black clip-ins in 20 inches, and then I got 1 of their R4 427 in 20 inches as well. I'll have all of the information, all of the links to the hair down below, as well as any coupon codes that I have for you guys. So if you're thinking about doing tape-in extensions yourself, then I hope this tutorial helps you. Definitely give it a thumbs up if it did, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, you guys, so I am starting out with freshly washed hair. You want to have super clean hair. They tell you not to put any conditioner near your roots. So I rinsed my hair super clean, and when I was blow drying and flat iron, I didn't put anything on my hair throughout the blow dry process, and I only put heat protectant towards the end of my hair. Not gonna lie, I was not a big fan of how my hair felt throughout this process, and that the fact that it had to just be so clean and so dry, but whatever. So as you can see here, I am parting out the perimeter of my hair, and this is what is going to hide all of your tape-ins to make sure you can have a versatile style, have a ponytail, half up, half down, whatever you decide to do. And the goal is to part out enough section that when you pull everything up, it is going to hide the tape-in extensions. So now I'm just going to make sure that I get all of that hair out of the way. I'm just doing a twist around the total of my hair, and I'm going to get that up out the way. So in each box of clip-ins that you get, one order does come with 20 tape-ins total. I keep saying clip-ins. You also get a hair clip and some tapes and a comb. So you can use your tape-ins over and over. You just have to get tape replacements to put over there. So this is the color that I got, and I'm very happy with the color choice. It had some blondes, some auburns in it. So it was a very good tone for my skin tone. And here I'm just showing you guys the length. So I did get 20 inches. They do have a longer length, 22 inches. And I low-key wish I would have gotten the longer length, but this is where it comes to me. Still a very natural, good-looking length. So with these tape-in extensions, honestly, practice makes perfect, and you're going to test out different methods of installing these, and you're just gonna have to find basically what works for you, what's easier for you. So I did have so many mirrors set up. I had one in front of me, one behind me. I had my camera viewfinder to look into. I had a handheld mirror. So I just had mirrors everywhere. You want to just be able to be able to see all sections of your hair from every angle. So to apply the tape-ins, what I have found that was easy starting out was I would place my fingers on my actual scalp where the parting is, where I would be placing the tape-ins, and that made it very easy to apply it, because you don't want to put the tape-ins right on the very scalp of your hair. You do want to give it some space so it's not super tight on your first day, and so they are movable. After that, I just used my fingers because I tried the comb. It was not the easiest. So I just used my fingers to then get out all the excess hair that did not tape on the first tape. after I did that. As you can see, I'm touching the tapes so much. Don't do that because the grease from your hand, all of that gets on the tape. So for the longevity of your style, try your best not to touch all over the tape like I was doing. But for the back of the hair, you got to do what you got to do, okay? So I was touching it to basically feel, to make sure that I was placing the tape directly on top of it, so it wasn't slanted, it wasn't half and half. You know, that's the only way. Like, you can see visually, but then everything is kind of flipped because it's behind you. So your hands are just going to be the best guide for you. Then I tried this method here, and I was like, oh, if I pre-section the hair first, and it should be very easy to install. And in theory, it would have been, but in the back, as you can see, I think I clearly missed like half of the section of hair that I took out. And then it actually got stuck to like hair that wasn't even part of that section. Again, this is going to be a trial and error situation, especially in the back of your head, and then you're going to find out what works for you. That did not work for me. But after that, I just kept doing the first method that I did, and basically just putting it on top using my fingers to take out any excess hair on the sides of each tape-in and throughout the middle before I really close it and seal it in. So reading is very fundamental. I did not read the instructions before I started installing these because I figured I've watched 1,000 YouTube videos. I know how to do it. These specific tape-ins does tell you to hit your tape-ins once it's sealed. So basically the sandwich with a hot tool to like seal it in more. I didn't do it this time around, but I will say next tape-in extension, I definitely will do that to seal it in. So one of my best tips that I can give you for a tape-in extension is that you definitely want to make sure you take out the excess hair in between your tape-ins. If there's too much hair in your tape-ins, then the sandwich won't be able to seal properly and you will have loose tape-ins going on in your hair. So right here, I'm showing you the very first row. I did all black tape-ins because I wanted to make sure when I put my hair up in a ponytail, everything was very seamless. And then all of the rows after that is when I started incorporating my color. Obviously, if you're using the same color throughout, you don't have to really pay attention to this. But for the girls that are going to be trying color, what I did, just because it's my very first time and I was unsure about the color, I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. So I did half and half. I did the top tape-ins as the color, and then I would do the bottom tape-ins with the jet black color. So this way it just really dissolved and diffused the color so it wasn't too much. And in the end, I kind of wish I did more color, to be honest, but if you are going for a very more highlighted look, then this method definitely works for you. And if you want more color to show through than highlights, then I would say just go for the full-blown color for the full sandwich instead of half and half. So with this method, as you can see, I just keep going straight up, and right here I am sectioning my hair. So for the back part, I'm just going to keep going straight up, and then in the front, I'm going to come back and show you guys how I do that. So this is my hair. I'm almost done with the back part, and I just wanted to show you guys again for the girls that are going to be using color what I did to make sure that my hair would be very seamless if I wanted to do a half up, half down. I did finish the very last row with a full black tape-in extension, so I didn't use the color on the very top row because I just didn't want to run the risk of the color of the tape-in showing through my hair or anything like that. So when you come to the front of your hair, that section is very important, especially if you want to do ponytails, because you want to make sure that it's going to lay super flat in the front and it's not going to be bulky or anything like that. So for the front of the hair, I am going to take out my leave out because it was getting in the way. And after I take that out, I am going to do my parts slanted. So when you do your parts slanted, that makes sure that it can go up in like a high ponytail towards the back. If you do it going straight across like a regular part, you will literally have to put your hair in a super high ponytail. If you're going for that look, go ahead. If you just want a normal ponytail, make sure that your parts are slanted, because you want to think of the way that the tape ends are going to lift up. So right here, I'm just making sure that with my very first part, you're not going to be able to see the tape ends once you lift it up, but I miscalculated that I was going to use some of that hair in that section to go in between the tape ends. So you still kind of can see it a little bit. Maybe I guess like once my roots started sweating and it gets more volume, you don't really see it, but initially you'll see towards the end, you can kind of see the tape ends. So when it comes to the front, pay attention to that. Make sure you definitely have enough hair left out or in the front before your tape ends, especially towards the very front of your hair, to make sure that it's covered. And yeah, it's the same process. I just wanted to make sure that you guys saw how I was parting my hair and that it's slanted and not just a straight back part, because that is going to determine how your ponytail, how your ponytail looks. So I'm just going to keep installing this all around. And then after I finished the install, I did curl the hair. Now, again, the flat iron that I was using was not the best. My hair had so much texture in this video because my flat iron broke the day of. I ran out and just got a flat iron for the moment. I thought it was going to be good, but it was not. My hair still had so much texture, and I was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to blend because my hair wasn't silked out to the max that I know that it could be silked out. But in the end, it all came together, especially after I curled it. And you guys will be able to see in the curling process, this flat iron gave nothing. It gave no effort. It did not want to be here. It did not want to participate. And it was on 450 degrees. I took it back. I definitely took it back. And I went and re-up on my good old faithful flat iron that I always use. So I'm really excited to do this install again with like truly fresh silked out hair and then doing the install, because I know it's going to look amazing. But even so, the end result, beautiful. I loved it. Okay, you guys, so this is the next day. As you can see what I did to preserve my hair. I just did 2 flat twists, and I just twisted the ends and then just secure it with a ponytail because, you know, this is not a protective style. It's not a protective style. So all of your hair is out, so I still wanted to make sure that, you know, my hair is protected throughout this style and I don't have to put heat on it every day. There are a few roller options that I actually want to try while I have this hair. Yeah, but this is the final product. I absolutely love it. It looks so natural. I was a little bit concerned with the texture matching because this is Remy hair. So it is on the silkier side, but yeah, I'm loving the blend of it. I'm loving the extra length that I get, and I just love that it looks so natural. Yeah, I'm loving the peekaboo colors. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say installing these were actually not that hard. They really weren't. It didn't take me too long to actually do the install process. I didn't time it, but honestly I would say probably an hour, maybe even 2 hours. I'm not really sure, but I thought it would have taken me a lot longer to install it. So install process is not super complicated at all. You just have to definitely have mirrors. I had a mirror over here. I had a mirror behind me, and then I had my viewfinder on my camera that I was looking at through this mirror that was behind me. So that made it easier. So yeah, if you're gonna do this yourself, you're going to need multiple mirrors. That's gonna make it a lot easier for you. But other than that, the install process is not that difficult, so you can do it yourself if you want to try. You know, you might take a few mix match tape-ins like I did to get it, but eventually you will get it down packed. As you can see, the front of your hair is a lot easier than the back, but yeah. So I love these. I low-key wish I would have gotten their 22 inches. This is a 20 inches. Still gave me, you know, some length. Okay guys, so let me know if you guys enjoy this tutorial. Let me know if you are liking this new look. Let me know if you tried tape-in extensions. What are your experiences with it? Again, all of the links to this hair will be in the description box, so check that out. Again, thank you to Amazing Beauty Hair for sponsoring today's video, and until next time, bye guys.